Hey, this is Cypress with the Harris family. What I was wanting to do today, I was wanting to talk with everybody, whoever watches this video, because I feel that everyone needs to hear what I have to say, or hopefully someone is telling them that already, and hopefully this might make them listen a little bit. And obviously, because I'm a mom, I had to put on a bra before I even started this video. Because I'm at home, I like to be comfortable. Like some women, some other women, some men might be like, ew, that's gross, why aren't you wearing a bra? I'm a mom. I don't like wearing a wired bra. I normally have my non-wired bra that I wear. Sorry, we're talking about bras, but I'm trying to be honest. And if any of you guys follow us on Snapchat, or if you guys don't, you guys should definitely do that, and I'll go ahead and put a picture of our Snapchat with our name and everything. I'll probably put that in just right here. It'll be like real quick, it'll slide over. Kids screaming in the background, most likely because I'm mom. I'm in the bathroom. I'm trying to go to a quiet area. Winter is the mama's baby. She knows I'm in here. She hears me and she's just at me at all times. We have Brave on right now, so if you hear that at all, that's what's playing in the background for the kids. And hopefully she might go away, but I hear her. She's at the door right now. I'm so sorry. But what I was going to talk about, I actually made notes this time, so that way I'm not just rambling on, which I'm known to do that. But again, if you guys saw us on Snapchat, you guys saw that the kids got into my lipstick. Not just like normal lipstick, the stuff comes off. They got into my 24-hour lipstick because I would wear that sometimes at work, just to make myself feel better, or, you know, just because I like to wear lipstick. I think it's kind of pretty sometimes. I haven't worn it since I was like in 7th grade, so that would be a new change to do. And yeah, they didn't get into normal lipstick. They got into the 24-hour lipstick, which this is day 3, and we have scrubbed them down, soap and everything, and obviously with him, he has a different soap than her, and if they're in the same bath, they use the same soap as him. And what my mom has suggested to get the lipstick off of him, because his skin is obviously more sensitive than hers, is to use baby oil, which I have a whole container of baby oil, like literally right now on my sink. I have a whole container. And then with her, we're going to get some, just 50% of the alcohol to just get that off of her, because she's not too susceptible of any irritation to her skin. So, and another thing that kind of got me today, because I was going and I was putting my hair up, as you can see, and because we were running to the store. And obviously, Winter, being the way that she is, she's just on mommy at all times. So she's standing in front of me, she's looking up at the mirror, and I'm just playing with my hair, trying to figure out if I should put it up, keep it down. And there she is, just playing with her hair, just poofing up and everything. If you guys have noticed in a lot of pictures of her, she don't really have that much. It's starting to grow, and it's like a little bit over her ears. And it was the cutest thing, because kids literally know what you're doing. Well, not quite know for sure, but they see what you're doing and they want to be just like you. They want to be like their mom. They want to be like their dad. They're like, oh wow, that's something new. Let's try it. So she's getting more into actually wearing the bows that I bought her, but mommy can't put them on her. She has to put them on her. But some of the things that really brought me to start this video was I've been seeing a lot of people, a lot of my friends, a lot of family put things on Facebook, which I'm very close to my family and friends. And I obviously don't talk to as many friends as I should, and that's why I've been starting to actually reach out to anybody And that's something I've never been very comfortable with, because normally I've had my friends and then there's people you don't talk to. Cause that was something that was kind of bothering me, is obviously a lot of women and men, they fat shame whether it's their sister, their aunt, their mom, or their girlfriend or wife, you know, and that's something that I've been thinking about a lot, because obviously being married for almost 2 years now and being in a relationship with him on and off for about 10 years now, I was thinking back on my relationship with my husband, and yes, there's been a lot of times that he has said, no, you're not wearing that out, or no, you're not wearing all that makeup, or oh, why are you putting on this sort of stuff and this, and we're just going here. And that's something that we finally broke through and we finally talked about. I told him I do that for me because I feel prettier. It makes me have a little bit more confidence when I straighten my hair or I curl my hair, or I actually do my hair to either put it up or put it down. And if I put eyeliner on, it makes me feel a little bit better, because to me, I feel like it makes my eyes pop. Lipstick, same thing. Like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't, and sometimes I just act like I do. So, but it's something that makes me feel good. And after he kind of understood that it wasn't just because I was trying to get attention from anybody, because his eyes, you know, it's for him at home, whatever I do at home, and obviously other people, if I go out, they'll see what I'm wearing, what I'm doing. And so that's something that he was concerned about. And for me, you can't really control anybody. You have power only over yourself. You do not have any power whatsoever over anybody else. I know that there is quite a few people who have seen videos like I have on Facebook. I mean, there's a lot that people have shared. I don't like to see, because it gets to me. It hurts my feelings, and there's nothing I can do about it if I see that video. And the video I'm talking about is like child abuse, child neglect, that sort of stuff. And thinking about that a lot, not gonna put anybody out there, because hopefully I don't know anybody who would do stuff like that, that will abuse their kids. They will neglect their kids. They think they come first, it's their life, and they're just lucky enough to get anything. And for me, it's not how it works. They are reliant on you, yes. They are dependent on you, yes. But that's because you are their parent, not that you have power over them. And that's something that bothers me, how that can get to somebody, that they have power over their child, where they can hit them and they can talk down to them like that. They have to realize that that child is supposed to grow up to like shadow what they've been taught. And if you want your child to, like most people say that they want a bunch of kids, because hopefully at least one of those bunch of kids will take care of you when you're older. And that's something you gotta think on, is that in a way we all revert back to the beginning, where you're a child, you depend on somebody. You need your diaper changed, then you need to be potty trained, and so on and so forth. And then whenever you get older, you aren't able to do what you were able to do before. And you do need your diaper, depends, changed. And then slowly, healthfully, peacefully go. And that's something you gotta realize, is that you only have power over yourself. Me, I only have power over me, and I was given responsibility by choosing to obviously have sex. Obviously, doesn't matter if you're protected or not, there's a 100% chance you could get pregnant. You know, the only thing that's a 100% chance that you can't get pregnant, period, is if you do not, and I repeat this, you do not have anything to do with sex, period. Then yes, you won't have kids. But I chose to, and I have 2 beautiful babies. Obviously, 1 little boy and 1 little girl. And I am lucky enough to help raise them. And I say help because I'm mom, he's dad. And obviously there is some fathers and there is also some mothers that aren't involved. And I feel very sad for those children. I feel very sad for those parents that decide not to, because parents are missing out. And obviously children will blame themselves. And it's not anybody's fault, ever. So that's something, like, if there's any little girls or any little boys that are listening to this video, I want you to know, no matter what, your mommy and your daddy, they have to, and what it was is that they were too selfish. and they could not live up to that expectation. They could not have, you know, that stability that you needed, because you deserve the world. Everybody does, and it's not your fault ever. But what happens between your mom and your daddy, ever. So, moving on, I just want everyone to know that, like I said, you only have power over yourself. So don't worry about other people or pleasing other people. Like me, obviously I have tattoos and I'm a mom. I am more susceptible to people judging me because of where I put my money at. And that's something that no one needs to worry about, because if you see me and I'm not with the kids, they're at home with their dad. You see me and I have the kids, they're clothed, they have their shoes on, they have their pants on, they have their shirt on, they have their sippies, whatever they need to stay hydrated, to be fed, to feel like they're loved and cared for, to be able to go out to the park, which you'll see a video of us attempting to go to the park the other day on Tuesday, which soon this Tuesday, which I was able to talk to the speech therapist about, that we weren't able to get a hold of them before, and I finally downloaded a text app because I had a free ton of space, and I have like a prepaid smartphone. If anyone knows the struggle, it's a struggle. And we're good to go this Tuesday. But last Tuesday, we went to the park, which you'll see in the video. What? What? Go ahead, baby. Pick one. Go down one. Go ahead.
At least this stuff's not really hot.
Right, that's good. It was pretty hot out today, ain't it?
It's not that bad.
Ain't that bad.
It's a lot worse than Durango penalty.
It's inside a vehicle. Yeah, I'm sure it's new to her.
Hey.
Hey.
Bye.
Woo! Good girl.
There we go. Bye.
Scoot, scoot, scoot. Oh, God. Hi.
What's wrong with you children? There's steps right here, man.
They don't see that one because they're on the other side. Every time. I swear it's every time they're on the other side. Hey baby, you can go down the slide.
People always trying to destroy shit. People already carving into this shit.
I know, no one appreciates anything, babe. They should, but they don't. Hi, you can go down.
Hey, look.
She saved it. She saved herself. His butt's just getting stuck on that slide.
Like there ain't no swing though, right? Ow. Now where you going? Come here, Winter. Come here. Give me your little white baby.
And always make sure you guys put sunscreen on the kiddos. Head to toe.
Let's just throw you in the net. Good job. Go down, fine. Fine. What you put up there?
Go ahead, baby. 1, 2, 3. Oh, your butt got stuck. Oh, good girl. Good job, honey.
Go down, fine. Go down, fine. Go down, fine. Go down, fine. That's fine.
See how this turns out, you guys.
Nah, son, stay over here. That's fine, Hunter. That's fine. Go down these blocks.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Don't stop.
Well, I guess we're going to cut out here because it is kind of hot and we aren't quite alone anymore. And what happened was there's a nursing home right across from the park. And there's always somebody kind of sitting outside, either elderly or people visiting the elderly, whoever it might be. And there was just a little boy that came from over there. I didn't see the mom, nothing like that. I couldn't really see anybody over there, but because it was all shaded, and it's like a little shaded area for you to visit. Little boy came over, and I was kind of panicked because I couldn't see the mom, I couldn't see the parents, and I don't need any more responsibility on my shoulders than what I've already prepared myself for. So, like I've said before in previous videos, or if you've seen in our other video at the park, about that I don't like to be anywhere near other kids with our kids, because if it's somebody that we don't know, and we don't know their kids, obviously we don't want any confrontation, we don't want any problems whatsoever. Doesn't matter what it is, even if it's nowhere near our fault, even if we're nowhere near the kid whatsoever, that if something happens to that kid, we don't want to be responsible. So what we decided to do was that we were going to go ahead and leave, and so that's what cut our park day short. And but what I mean by don't worry about pleasing other people, because, and I mean by like your family and your friends, because for me, I'm judged by anybody, because obviously, like I've said, I have tattoos, and I'm a mom of a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old, and for me, I feel that if whatever you want to do, that does not particularly mean tattoos. It means, like, if you want to go and have a spa day, you are allowed to do that. Just because you're a parent does not mean that you can't do anything. Or because your friends say that, oh, you're a bad parent if you go do anything. That's your friend's opinion. That does not mean that you have to listen to them, because that's their lifestyle. That's what they want to do. So whatever you feel is good for you. If you need to have a spa day, you have a spa day. But obviously, of course, make sure your kids are nice and fed, they're clothed, they have everything that they need, like you're supposed to as a parent. It shouldn't even be like something I should say, but I always say it. I always make sure before I would get a tattoo, because I normally would save up for it, I would work over. And yes, I did take some time away from the kids, but what I would do, I would work over, which I was on second shift, so I'd work until 3 in the morning. So for me, it made me have lack of sleep, and the kids were fine. They still had their time that's normal with me and the kids. And for me, I just feel like it's best to not worry about what your friends and your family think, because they're going to do what makes them feel good too. Not okay with my chest tattoo here. When I had gotten it, I don't really show off my tattoos. I would normally like wear a t-shirt or something, and when they first saw it, they were like, okay, why'd you do that? You know, that money could have went to something else. It is pretty and all, but why'd you do that? That sort of stuff. It was something for me. Like, if you wanted to go to the salon, I wanted ink therapy. So I made sure I did everything that I needed to do as a mom first, and then I did something for myself, how you're supposed to do it. And that's something that I think that every mom, every parent, whether or not you are an only parent that the kids have, like just the father or just the mother, or, you know, stepfather and stepmother, you know, do what's best for you, because the kids need the best you. So, another thing I wanted to talk about was everyone is a person, and everyone needs to be uplifted every now and then. So what I do every time I'm out, if I see someone who has crazy hair, and I mean crazy like it's purple, it's bright, it's out there, I'll tell her or him, like, wow, I love your hair, it's great. And I love putting a smile on people's faces. And I think that's something that everyone should strive to do every day, is when you see somebody, you see something that you like on somebody, or anything that they're doing that like you're admiring while you're watching it, you need to say something. And I don't mean just you particularly, or it's all your fault if you don't. I'm just saying that it will really make an impact on that person, because you don't know what they're going through. They might be showing the best them while they're out there. What do you want? Love you. He wants my attention. But that's just something, like, even if you're a man, I'm not saying only women can say things, but also, you know, men are susceptible to be called catcallers. Obviously, you say just what you would say to your sister and be like, wow, that looks really good on you. That's all you have to say. You don't have to be, damn girl, you look good. None of that. So, and obviously, us women, because I'm kind of weird like that, I'm like, wow, them pants make your butt look good. Don't be weird like that unless you really know that person. Don't be weird unless you know that person. Obviously, give people compliments whenever you feel that there's a compliment that needs to be given. Or even if you feel like there's not and they look like they're down, you ask them, like, I hope you're doing good today. Or, I just saw that you were down. I hope everything's okay. Because you never know, you might be that person that just saved somebody's life. So I'm just saying that's something you guys need to think about. And also, like, when I was saying, like, about my husband and him having to realize that I did stuff for myself, that as a man, you're not less manly because you do things for your girlfriend. And if your boyfriends, your guys, your main group of men that you hang out with, if they see that there's a problem with that, maybe there's a problem with them, and that's why their relationships aren't working out, or because their wife or their girlfriend is not happy. And that's also something, you don't have to worry about what's going on with them. You worry about yourself. Like I said, you only have control over yourself. So that's something that hopefully you men will be able to think about, is that there was a post a man had put up there. I don't know if it was real or fake, but it was pretty amazing that it was even said. That, yes, you are her person. You are her human that she wants to make happy. Because that's what you're supposed to do in a relationship. You pick that person because they make you happy. Because there's something about them that makes you feel good. So why would you do anything that would hurt them? Why would you say anything that would try to bring them down? So that's something, if your girl wants to wear a dress up and this, and this, and you don't feel comfortable because you're like, man, she looks good, I don't think she should be wearing that out. It don't work that way. You need to say things to her like, well, it makes me feel, you know, a little uncomfortable that you're showing a little bit of some cleavage, or it's not cutting it right here. It's too far up towards your butt area. Can you please put some leggings on, or could you please wear a scarf? Those are some positives. Don't go, you ain't wearing that out. No, she can wear what she wants. You only have power over yourself. And also what I mean by less manly is if your girl needs something, if she, obviously I'm a woman. There is things that happen to my body that I don't like, but I have to deal with. So that's something you gotta realize. If she is in pain, if she is lacking her feminine products, it's not a big deal for you to go run and grab it, because I'm sure if you were having any problems like what she's having, her butt would be running to that store and trying to help you and try to make a little bit of a happier man instead of a little grumpy butt. So yes, obviously think about her, think about him, you know, because obviously not all women are perfect, because I'm sure I have said things to my husband like, why are you wearing that? Who you trying to look good for, you know? So obviously we all need to work on that. And just the main thing, I just want everyone to just be there for everybody. You know, obviously you can't get to everybody, and if something happens to one of your friends, it's not your fault, because, you know, people do get into a dark spot. I mean, I have, because a lot of personal things that's happened in my life. Yes, you only have power over yourself, but that does not mean what you say and what you do not hurt other people. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit emotional here. But this is kind of like an outlet. I do understand why people get on YouTube and do this. And it feels good to just let it out. Because I'm sure my husband's already had an earful. I'm sure my friends have already had an earful. But it's just something I just want everyone out there to just understand, that just because you only have power over yourself, you can't force anybody to do anything that you like. You can't force them to be anybody that you want. You have to realize that some things that you do and some things that you say really do hurt somebody. They'll take that home and they'll be very upset. And I know that I'm not perfect, not in the slightest, because there's a lot of stuff I have done in my past that I have tried to make amends as much as I possibly can. If anybody wants to call me out on it, I am perfectly fine to sit down and have lunch with you. I'm literally as calm as I can be from being a mom. I'm sure a lot of people know me as a pretty angry person. I was not a, let's say, a clear record kid in middle school. I had anger issues. I lashed out. It was a problem. And obviously there was a whole lot of better ways that could have went about helping me. And I mean, a lot of them were not so great. So that's what I mean by a bad past. So I just want to wrap this up. I want to tell you to be who you are. That there is only one you. You only have one life to live, and that's just yours. So please just do it for your own happiness, because that's the only thing that gets everybody through the day, is your own happiness. So just look forward to pleasing yourself before you try to please others. Do things for yourself, as well as, obviously, if you have other responsibilities, you take care of those things. But don't try to put somebody else above yourself, because you are just as important as anybody else. Your life is very, very valuable. Honestly, I care about everybody, but I'm going to tell you, I don't care what you think in that moment when you think that your life is not valuable, because it is very, very valuable. Nobody is worth your life. Just think about that. There's only one you. You only have one life to live. So please do your very best with that choice, okay? So I just want to wrap this up. If you like this video, obviously give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down and comment and tell me why. Or if you liked it and you want to comment and tell me that you liked it, please do. I'll obviously reply back and everything else. And make sure to subscribe to us so you get a notification whenever we upload, which will be on Monday and Friday. And hopefully it'll be more down the road when that's good for us. And make sure to follow us on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Until next time. Bye, guys.